Good morning, everybody. Just turned the corner here, headed towards the co-op. First day of work. I am pretty excited. Had a good night's sleep yesterday. Watched it rain a little bit more yesterday morning. It turned into a nice afternoon and evening. It's a little bit muggy outside right now, but we hadn't had any good rain before Saturday, so it really seems to be soaking in pretty fast. It'll be good because the folks around here who hadn't had their corn and soybeans all planted yet, they'll be able to get those in now, and it will sure help the hay situation as well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I'm pretty excited about first day of work and what Matt may have in store for me. So that ought to be pretty interesting. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning back in. We'll see what we've got going on with the co-op here. Don't know what Lynn will be up to. Well, looks like there's already something, maybe some seed loaded up on the new truck and trailer. Looks like maybe Lynn's gonna go out this morning and put down some fertilizer, perhaps. He's already got it maybe loaded up and ready to go. Let's see, Matt. Surely Matt's here already. He may have driven his motorcycle this morning. He's got a little enduro bike that he rides around on a lot. Sometimes he drives that to work. I'm just gonna back right in here. That ought to be good. Hit the lights. And we're gonna go in and see what Matt's got going this morning. Hey Matt, how you doing this morning?
Morning, Cuss. Ready for your first day?
Yeah, Matt, I'm ready to go. Had a great night's sleep last night. Had a great weekend, and I'm ready to get going. Should I grab a broom?
Well, as promised, no broom action for today.
Oh, well, that's all right. If I'd have come in this morning and you'd said grab a broom and sweep the floor, Matt, that'd have been okay. What do you got going this morning? I see there's already some seed out there on the co-op truck.
You've got some seed deliveries to make this morning. First stop is Kurt Stevens' place. He thinks he'll be home when you get there. The soybean seed is his.
Sounds good. It'll be good to see Kurt again. It's been, I don't know, it's been probably 3 or 4 months since I've seen Kurt.
Next stop is Gus Prost's place. He didn't know if anyone would be around or not. He said the CTL would be in the shop. Just set his off there in the shop and he'll move them where he wants them when he gets a chance. The corn seed is his.
Sure, Matt, no problem. Sounds good. I'll check everything out, check the truck over, and get going here in a few minutes. Well, all right, let's get going here. I just checked over the truck, made sure all the straps were tight. It's a pretty nice truck for a co-op truck. They certainly did it right. But one thing about this co-op and the people who usually work here, they take pretty good care of equipment, so it's not generally a problem with people tearing things up. All right, let's get going. I see that somebody needs to change the clock. Maybe I'll work on that today. So we've got seed, some soybean seed to go to Kurt's place. We've got some corn seed to go to Gus's place. And we'll see what else happens. So as I was saying, there's a few people around yet that don't have all of their corn and their soybean planted. We had some pretty good moisture back in the beginning of spring, and then it turned off dry and hot. Well, most folks got the majority of their crop in around here, but the tail end here it got a little bit dry, and some folks kind of decided to hold off for the next rain. Well, if you'll remember from last episode, it rained this weekend, and so now we can get going on planting again. So yeah, so first stop is Kurt's place, Kurt Stevens, and I actually used to work for Kurt. Back sort of right before, and then right after I got my driver's license when I was 16, I worked for him in the summertime. And Kurt's a really nice guy. He's had a few health issues here in the last couple of years, and he's kind of slowed down some. But he's still pretty active. Still does quite a bit of farming. I think it's kind of unusual to be delivering pallets of seed to either Kurt or to Gus especially, because of the size of his operation. But I guess Kurt just needs a little bit of seed left to finish up with what he's got for this year, and then I guess this is some kind of new variety that Gus is going to try. Usually he gets his seed in by the truckload, but yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe we'll see. I hope Kurt's around. I'd like to see him and visit with him for a while, or at least for a few minutes anyways. I guess I don't really have the luxury of visiting him for a while, but it would be good to see him and talk to him again. I enjoyed working for Kurt. Super nice guy. His wife's a real nice lady, and this was really a good, working for him was really a good first work experience. You can definitely tell that the rain perked things up around here. The grass is already sort of standing up better. The crops are looking a little bit better. The trees are looking a little bit better. It's amazing what a little bit of rain and some sunshine can do to some plants that are kind of struggling. So a lot of this right around here is Kurt's. This to the right, just to the right's not. But his place is just up over this next hill, and on the left he's got quite a bit of crop acres still, and he's got a herd of limousines here. On the left you can kind of see them. Nice cattle. We'll swoop in here and see what Kurt has to say. Gotta watch his mailbox. Swing this thing around kind of wide. It's been a minute since I've pulled a gooseneck. Looks like he got his tractors out. And then nobody's at the house. Oh, there's his truck back there. Must be in the shop. Yeah, so Kurt, he didn't farm with the absolute latest and the greatest equipment, but he does have newer stuff, I'd say, and his stuff is very, very well taken care of. We'll hop out here and see where he wants his seed. Hey Kurt, you around here?
Hey, what do you reckon there, youngster? Matt said you'd be by this morning with my delivery. I'm glad you took him up on his offer this summer.
Well, Kurt, good to see you too, man. It's been a while. Yeah, Matt. I wasn't too sure what I was going to tell him about the job, but I went in Saturday morning to pick up some stuff for Dad, and man, he just made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I mean, I couldn't turn it down.
Speaking of offers you can't refuse, what do you think about helping me with some part-time farming?
It's part-time farming, huh? Um, well, yeah. I mean, I didn't. I thought you slowed down enough to where you didn't really need much help besides you and your wife anymore. But yeah, I'd love to uh, get back in a tractor for a while. Of course, uh, I'm gonna have to put my priority with Matt to start with because he's my full time job. But helping out after work and after I get off on Saturdays or whatever, yeah, I'd love to help you some.
Well, I've slowed down some and downsized a bit, but I still need a little extra help now and then during planting and harvest time. I'd get you started today, but I'm waiting on a set of sweeps for the cultivator.
Yeah, I wondered. I saw the cultivator backed up to the shop here, and wondered what you were up to. I see you got your planter tractor ready to go. You've got the old Kinsey interplant out. It's looking good. One thing about you, Kurt, you really take good care of your equipment, and it's a joy to run your stuff. Well, I'd say all I really need is a little bit of notice before you might need me. Um, that way I can sort of clear it with Matt and make sure that he's not going to be, need me to work overtime or all that. But yeah, I'd love to come and farm for you some.
Okay, youngster. I'll give you some notice before I need you. I gotta run to a doctor's appointment this morning. The skid steer's there in the shop, and just stick the seed in the big barn.
Okay, no problem, Kurt. It was good to see you, and I look forward to hearing from you whenever you might need me. All right. Well, let's see. Say he wants in a big barn, so it'd be easiest if I hopped in here and pulled down and around. Okay, I can go all the way around his grain bins here, and we will pull back down around kind of towards his house. That'll make it easier. That'll make it easier to unload everything because it's going. So there's a couple of spots over there in his big barn where he keeps his planting equipment. So that's normally where his planter's at. That's where he keeps his drill. He's got a big box drill he keeps over there. And man, one thing about this truck is it's kind of a blind spot where that back seat is. I'll have to get used to that. Of course, if I'm going to get my CDL, I'm going to have to get used to driving with blind spots. Alright, I don't want to block Kurt in, so maybe we'll stop at about right here. I'm going to kill the truck, and we'll hop out and see if we can do this. Since I'm working for Kurt, or since I've worked for Kurt before, I'm pretty used to his stuff. And I'd say he does not have the fanciest skid steer there ever was. But like I said before, one thing about Kurt, he really keeps good care of his equipment. So, yeah, we'll go give this a try. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to get this thing started. There it is. All right then, on to the next. All right, here we go. Let's get going on to the next place. Go down and visit Prost Farms. Alright, so here we are rolling into Prost Farms. Don't want to get killed on the highway. This is a very busy highway, and you always got to be very, very careful about turning into places, especially in farm equipment. We try to stay off of the highway as much as we can when we're moving farm equipment, things like that. You know, back when I used to work for Kurt, we avoided the highway as much as possible. It's very twisty, it's very turny, and people just seem to drive too fast. Slow down, folks out there. Slow down for farmers. Slow down for farm equipment. Alright, so built here on the hill, the big brick house overlooking what is probably Gus's largest field. He's got his grain facility. Obviously, he has a very large headquarters building, barn set up. We got the twins here looking dashing as usual. And I think I'll make a loop around the shop here. Oh, he's got his planter tractor in there, getting ready to go for the last push. Make a circle around here, and we'll hop out, get the last of the seed unloaded, and we will get back to the co-op. I think right there should be about right. Alright, so as promised, here's the CTL, or compact track loader, or compact tank loader, as it seems to be Gus's outfitted his, with some sort of forestry package or something. Yeah. I don't know. I know he did quite a bit of land clearing here last year, so I don't know. Maybe that's why it's got all this stuff on it. Well, let's see what we can do. See if we can get this thing to move. Whew, all right. And I'm glad Gus wasn't here. I wasn't really looking forward to having a conversation with him either. Well, I think that just about wraps it up. We better get back to the co-op. Hello, Cussler. Mr. Prost. I didn't see you pull in there. Have any problems getting it unloaded? No. It's there in the barn next to your other seed. That's quite a skid steer you got there. Yeah, it's a good machine. Well, be careful, Cussler. Thanks, Mr. Prost. Hey, when you see Jessica, tell her I said hello. I'll do that. And tell your dad, I'm glad he ended up with it. Sure, Mr. Prost. Sure thing. Well, have a nice day. Oh, man. I don't know how long Gus was standing there. I hope he didn't hear everything that I said. Well, I think that's enough excitement for one day, and this video is kind of long already, so I'm going to let you guys go. If you are into liking and subscribing, please do so, and maybe next video will be farming with Kurt. We'll see you next time, guys. Thanks.